Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM. TLE, Technology and Livelihood Education. TLE, Learning Area, Automotive Servicing, Beauty Care, Electronics Product Assembly and Servicing, Cookery, Electrical Installation and Maintenance, Dressmaking, Computer System Servicing, mga leksyong pangkabuhayan, edukasyong teknolohikal, mapapakinggan dito lang yan sa 106.3 Dance Radio. TLE, Learn and Earn.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Usapang TLE. This week is our week 2 for quarter 2, shift 1. We are hoping that our students are listening, watching, especially our grade 7 learners. This live discussion is intended for you. We would like to greet our assistant principal, Ma'am Ruby R. Guillermo, and to our fatherly Chief Education Supervisor, Officer in Charge, Sir Rodrigo V. Pascua. A pleasant good afternoon to both of you, Ma'am and Sir. My companions this afternoon are no other than Ma'am Malve and Ma'am Marilyn.
Good afternoon to each and everyone. To all the department heads of the different learning areas such as Ma'am Jackie, Ma'am Emily, Ma'am Annabelle, Ma'am Ophel, Ma'am Merly, Sir Leo, Sir Ferdy, and of course, Sir Jeff. Good afternoon. Shout out to all my students from 7 Aguinaldo and Bonifacio. So also to the students of Ma'am Maylin, 7 Mabini and 7 Luna. Hello everyone.
Yes, good afternoon din po sa lahat ng teachers na nakasama natin dito sa school ngayon, and also to all those who are working from home. Good afternoon po. And also shout out to my students. Syempre kahit wala grade 7, yung mga grade 8 dyan. So shout out to my 8 lavender, 8 purple, and 8 tangerine. Ganon din sa aking cookery 9D and beauty care 9B.
We would like also to say hello to the supportive parents and guardians of our students, and to all our listeners and viewers. We hope you are all doing fine. Shout out also to 7 Del Pilar, Jacinto, and Lapu-Lapu, to 8 Crimson, to Cookery E and Cookery F, and of course to my advisory class, 10 Tanggile. Good afternoon once again.
Yes. Of course, hindi patatalo ang aking mga hawak na ibang mga learning ay mga grade levels, no? So, hello also to my grade 8 Beige, Burgundy, and Cyan. Of course, to my 9 Makopa, hello, and to my dressmaking 9, ang pinakamarami sa lahat. Okay, so Ma'am Dandit, I think our learners are wondering if what are the objectives for today's lesson. What are they, Ma'am Dandit?
Okay, Sir Jason. Our objectives for this afternoon, so as we go through the discussion, the students are expected to, number 1, explain the importance of checking the condition of tools and equipment. Number 2, enumerate and explain the correct steps in sanitizing the equipment, metal implements, and sanitizing jar. And for the last, value the importance of observing safety procedures in using tools and equipment.
Yes, Ma'am Dandit. So, I think sa ating mga grade 7 learners, I know that you are now ready and excited. But don't forget to prepare all the needed materials, just like your pen, paper, and learning activity sheets, or the last entitled Maintain Tools and Equipment.
That's right, Ma'am Marilyn. I'm sure not only the grade 7 learners are excited for today's lesson, but also to all our listeners and viewers who are tuned in our Dance Radio 106.3 FM. Siyempre, dyan din sa ating Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel.
Okay, so our dear learners, listeners, and viewers, you may participate later on in our question and answer portion. Don't forget to use the hashtag #UsapangTLE together with your grade and section and your answer in the comment box, or send your answer to 0975-1992-630. But we still need to listen first to our RBI lesson titled Maintain Tools and Equipment. Stay tuned!
Dance Radio, siniharalan sa radyo, hatid namin makabago, paraan ang pagturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
TLE, Technology and Livelihood Education.
TLE Learning Area.
TLE Learning Area.
Automotive Servicing.
Beauty Care.
Electronic Products Assembly and Servicing.
Cookery.
Electrical Installation and Maintenance.
Dressmaking.
Computer System Servicing.
Mga leksyong pangkabuhayan. Edukasyong teknolohikal.
Matutunghayan dito sa
106.3
Dance Radio. TLE Learning Area.
Technology and Livelihood Education.
Learn and earn.
Good day, everyone. I'm glad to be with you in this 30-minute broadcast. Please get your writing materials and learning activity sheets for Quarter 2, Week 2, so we can start our lesson in Beauty Care 7. The learning activity sheets provide you different activities that will help you become familiar with the topics or lessons about maintained tools and equipment. From our previous lesson, you have learned about tools and equipment. What topic have we discussed?
Ma'am, we discussed the use of nail care tools and equipment.
Very good. What are the tools used in nail care services?
Ma'am, the tools used in nail care services are callus remover, cuticle nail pusher, cuticle nipper, cuticle scissor, finger bowl, and foot file, ma'am.
You are right. What else?
Foot spa basin, manicure tray, manicure nail brush, mixing bowl, and nail buffer are also examples of tools used in nail services, ma'am.
Correct. Are there some more, class?
Ma'am, we also have nail cutter, nail file, orange wood stick, pedicure nail brush, plastic container, pumice stone, supply tray, and trolley.
Very good. We use not only tools but also materials in giving nail care services such as manicure, pedicure, hand and foot spa. Are you familiar with those materials, class?
Yes, ma'am. We have alcohol, antiseptic, apron, assorted colored nail polish, base coat, benzalconium chloride, bleaching soap, cling wrap, and cotton.
Correct. What else, class?
Cuticle oil, cuticle remover, disinfectant, emery board, first aid kit, foot blush, foot soak, foot scrub, garbage bins, and hand towels, ma'am.
Precisely. You really know the tools, materials, and equipment used in nail care services. Here are the objectives for today's lesson. Number 1, explain the importance of checking the condition of tools and equipment. Number 2, identify the correct steps in sanitizing equipment, metal implements, and jar. And number 3, value the importance of observing safety in using tools and equipment. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am!
Do you help your mother in washing the dishes, including kitchen tools and equipment after cooking and eating?
Yes, ma'am!
That's nice to hear, class. Why do we need to wash the dishes, including kitchen tools and equipment after using them?
Ma'am, to make our dishes including kitchen tools and equipment clean.
Yes, that is true. Before eating, what do you usually do with your spoon and fork?
Before eating, I sterilize the spoon and fork with hot water, ma'am.
Very good. That is one way of maintaining our tools free from microorganisms before using them, and that is also applicable to the tools and equipment in nail care services. Are you ready to learn more about maintaining tools and equipment?
Yes, ma'am!
Very good. Let's get started. Giving nail care services like manicure and pedicure require the use of appropriate tools, materials, and equipment. Dear learners, what will you do before using tools in the salon?
Ma'am, I check first the condition of tools and equipment.
Ma'am, I sanitize and sterilize all the necessary items.
Wow! Very good practices, dear learners. How do you check your tools?
Ma'am, for cutting tools like nail cutter and nipper, I test if they are sharp, ma'am.
Ma'am, I inspect if the tools are clean and safe to use.
You are right, dear learners. We need to check the functionality of tools and its cleanliness. How about sanitizing and sterilizing tools?
Ma'am, I use alcohol or hot water.
Yes, that is true. Just like in sterilizing spoons and forks, we use hot water on sterilizing equipment. Dear learners, why is it important to check the condition of tools and equipment before using them?
Ma'am, to make sure that they are always ready, safe, and available to be used.
Very good answer. It is important to check the condition of tools and equipment before using them to determine what needs to be done, like cleaning, conditioning, and sanitizing to ensure quality performance and clients' satisfaction and safety. Now, let us discuss what is meant by sterilization and sanitation. Sterilization is the process of destroying all living microorganisms. Who can define sanitation?
Ma'am, sanitation is the process of destroying some but not all microorganisms.
Correct. Sterilization and sanitation techniques which are being practiced in the beauty salon involve the use of physical agents like heat, radiation, and chemical agents like antiseptics and vapor fumigants. How would you differentiate disinfectant from antiseptic?
Ma'am, a disinfectant is a substance used to control microorganisms on non-living surfaces such as tools, equipment, furniture and fixtures, while an antiseptic is an agent that prevents the multiplication of microorganisms. Since it is milder than a disinfectant, it can be used directly on the skin.
You got it right. Well, how should you prepare equipment to be sanitized?
Ma'am, there are steps to follow. 1. Read directions on disinfectant. 2. Measure and mix disinfectant as directed.
Very good. What about the other steps?
Ma'am, 3. Saturate a cleaning cloth with disinfectant solution and wipe the entire surface area of equipment. 4. Wipe the surface with paper towel to dry it.
Precisely. The last step is dispose of sanitizing solution and use towels. Those are the 5 steps to follow in the preparation of equipment to be sanitized using disinfectant. You will learn more after a short break.
Mga kaibigan, sa panahon ngayon, kailangang magpalakas ng katawan.
Kumain ng masustansyang pagkain at sabayan ng pag-eehersisyo.
Huwag ding kalimutan ang pag-inom ng vitamins. Resistensya ay palakasin. Kalusugay huwag pabayaan upang sakit ay maiwasan.
Isang paalala mula sa himpilang ito.
Kayo nakikinig sa TLE Grade 7. Kasama si Teacher Catherine S. Galengkana.
I'm back. Let us continue. Can you enumerate the steps in the preparation of metal implements for sterilization?
Yes, ma'am. In sterilization, number 1, soak the tools in hot, soapy water solution to remove any debris and oil residue. Rinse them thoroughly. Number 2, place the tools in a 70 to 90% alcohol solution for 20 minutes. And number 3, remove the tools from solution, wipe them dry, and place them into a dry sterilizer, ma'am.
I am impressed. You are correct. In the sterilization of metal implements, 70 to 90% alcohol solution is used for 20 minutes and then remove and dry before placing them into a dry sterilizer. Now, can you give the preparation in sanitizing jar?
Yes, ma'am. Number 1, clean sanitizing jar with disinfectant and wipe it dry. And 2, place thin layer of sterile cotton at the bottom of the jar.
Correct. Are there some more steps in the preparation of sanitizing jar?
Yes, ma'am. Number 3, remove implements from wet or dry sanitizer and place them into the jar. Handles up, except for metal nail files. And number 4, fill jar with 70 to 90% alcohol solution to cover cutting edges and tips of orange wood sticks, ma'am.
Very good answer. Keep in mind that all tools and equipment should not be used unless effectively sanitized or sterilized to prevent possible diseases and that all materials are neatly organized on the trolley. All beauticians should maintain a high standard of personal hygiene. Wherever possible, use disposable products. Do you want to add, class?
Ma'am, make sure that the client's safety and comfort are ensured by using tools and equipment that are in good condition and that they are provided with appropriate personal protective clothing.
You are right. Functional tools and equipment are stored safely in accordance with Salon requirements and local health regulations. Non-functional or faulty tools and equipment are segregated and labeled properly, either for repair or for discarding. Class, what are the things to be done after every working session in a salon?
Ma'am, number 1, tools which are made of plastic should be kept clean and sanitized properly in preparation for the next patron. Number 2, empty bottles and containers are disregarded in a covered trash bin.
Correct. Tools must be kept clean and sanitized for the next client, and empty bottles and containers should be placed in a covered garbage bin. What else?
Ma'am, number 3, used treatment products and other chemicals are stored, arranged, and properly labeled in the cabinet. 4, finger bowls must be sanitized before every client.
Very good. Treatment products and other chemicals must be stored, arranged, and labeled properly for the manicurist to easily get what is needed. Finger bowls must be sanitized immediately after each use so it will be ready for the next client. Any other answer?
Ma'am, number 5, hand and foot spa machines must be flushed with a solution of about 5% bleach and circulate the liquid through the system for at least 10 minutes. Number 6, leave the solution in the hand and foot spa machines overnight or at least 5 to 10 hours before draining the machines so that they are thoroughly sanitized, ma'am.
Correct. Hand and foot spa machines must be flushed with 5% bleach solution and circulate for at least 10 minutes and then leave the solution in the hand and foot spa machines overnight or at least 5 to 10 hours before draining the machines so that they are thoroughly sanitized. Any more, class?
Ma'am, number 7, tabletops and door handles are wiped with disinfectant and the floor should be mopped with disinfectant as well. Number 8, metal tools and instruments must be sterilized following proper sterilization techniques and then stored in the dry cabinet.
You are right. Tabletops, door handles, and floors must be applied with disinfectant, while metal tools and implements must be sterilized properly before storing in the cabinet. We will continue after a short reminder.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. I have just finished accomplishing the task found in my module. How can I send you my outputs for checking and feedbacking?
Oh, that's a nice question. There are actually 3 ways for a student like you to submit your outputs. 1, it could be via online. That is, if you are capable to connect online. You can just upload your outputs in your Google Classroom or you can take pictures and send them through your group chat or messenger account.
Ma'am, how about if we do not have internet connection?
If you do not have internet connection, you can submit your accomplished tasks in two ways. 1. You can ask your parents to submit your outputs in the designated drop-off center. 2. You can save your outputs if you have available flash drive, CD, or DVD at home and submit it in the designated drop-off center in your respective barangay.
Wow! It's nice to know that there are varied ways on how we can submit our accomplished tasks.
Always remember, for submission of outputs, you can do it via online, offline, or physical submission. Because at Dance, we make amazing things possible.
Kayo nakikinig sa TLE Grade 7. Kasama si Teacher Catherine S. Galengana.
I'm back! Let us continue with the discussion. Who can enumerate the other things to be done after every working session?
Number 9, Ma'am. Tools, implements which are made porous materials such as nail files, buffers, nail brushes, and orange wood sticks can harbor bacteria easily. Since they are wood products which cannot be sterilized, these tools cannot be reused. Number 10, waste materials should be disposed properly in an enclosed waste bin fitted with polythene bag. The bin should be sanitized with disinfectant regularly. Remember to wear protective gloves while doing this.
Precisely! Tools, implements which are made porous materials and cannot be sterilized, such as nail files, buffers, nail brushes, and orange wood sticks, should not be reused, and waste material should be disposed properly in an enclosed waste bin. The bin should be sanitized regularly, and in doing this, remember to wear protective gloves for your safety. How about the last two things to be done after the working session?
For number 11, Ma'am, contaminated waste should be disposed of as recommended by local authority. Number 12, any tool or equipment in poor condition must be repaired immediately or disposed properly so as not to pose danger to the clients as well as the beauticians.
You are right! Contaminated waste should be disposed properly, and tools or equipment that are defective must be repaired or disposed so that it will not cause danger on the part of the clients and beauticians. Why is it important to observe safety procedure in using tools and equipment?
Ma'am, in order to ensure the safety and comfort of your client, you need to observe safety procedures in using tools and equipment. By ensuring that the tools and equipment is in a good condition, there will be no problem in using them, and that the client is also provided with the appropriate personal protective clothing. You should also be aware of the do's and don'ts in using tools and equipment to avoid accident.
Very good explanation. Most of all, you need to be professional in dealing with your clients. We are done discussing our lesson. This time, let us answer your learning activity sheets. Open your learning activity sheets on page 3, Activity 1 labeled Enumeration. Directions. Enumerate the 5 steps in the preparation of equipment to be sanitized. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. What is the first step? What is your answer?
Ma'am, my answer is read directions on disinfectant.
Very good. How about the second step? What is your answer?
My answer is measure and mix disinfectants as directed, ma'am.
You are right. You may answer the rest of the activity after this broadcast. Now, let us read and answer activity number 2, labeled Word Search. Directions. Encircle 10 words that best describe the condition of tools and equipment. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. What is the first word that you have searched?
Ma'am, my answer is sanitation.
You are right. How about the second word?
Ma'am, my answer is disinfectant, ma'am.
You are correct. You may answer the rest of the activity after this broadcast. Now let us read and answer activity number 3, labeled Essay. Directions. Answer thoroughly the questions below. Use appropriate academic vocabulary in clear and complete sentences. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Who will read the question?
Ma'am, number 1. How should we prepare the implements to be sterilized?
What are your answers?
Ma'am, my answers are number 1. Soak the tools in hot soapy water solution to remove any debris and oil residue. Rinse them thoroughly. Number 2, place the tools in a 70 to 90% alcohol solution for 20 minutes. And number 3, remove the tools from solution, wipe them dry, and place them into a dry sterilizer.
Correct! Why do we need to ensure the safety of our clients?
Ma'am, we need to ensure the safety of our clients because it is important that they must be comfortable. In addition, health and safety must be the priority of every salon.
I am impressed. Very good. Let us summarize our lesson. What are the things we discussed today?
Ma'am, we have discussed the following. Number 1, check condition of tools and equipment. Number 2, preparation of equipment to be sanitized, ma'am.
You are right. What else?
Ma'am, number 3 is preparation of metal implements for sterilization. Number 4, preparation of sanitizing jar. And number 5, activities that should be done after every working session.
Correct. My dear learners, always remember that the observance of safety rules in the salon industry can be of great help in preventing accident and injury to everyone in the salon. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am!
For the evaluation part, my dear learners, answer the following questions. Number 1. Why is it important to check the condition of tools and equipment before starting any nail care activity?
Ma'am, it is important to check the condition of tools and equipment before we start any nail care activity to determine what needs to be done like cleaning, conditioning, and sanitizing to ensure quality performance and client satisfaction and safety.
You are correct. Number 2. How are we going to check the condition of tools and equipment?
Ma'am, check its cleanliness and functionality, so we need to inspect if the tools and equipment are clean and safe to use.
Precisely. You really listened well. Number 3. Why do we need to sanitize or sterilize tools, implements, and equipment?
We should keep in mind that tools, implements, and equipments should not be used unless sanitized or sterilized so as to prevent possible diseases, ma'am.
Very good. I am convinced that you really learned a lot today. For your last task, open your learning activity sheets on page 4, Answer Reflection. Why do you need to know the condition of tools and equipment before using them? Will the lesson help you in your daily lives? How? Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Is the instruction clear?
Yes, ma'am!
You may accomplish the task after this broadcast or during your most convenient time. Now we're almost done. I hope you have learned a lot from our discussions. Get in touch with your subject teachers through their mobile phones or messenger chats if you have questions. I would like to acknowledge the teacher behind this RBI lesson, Teacher Dandit A. Ramos, our script writer, and Teacher Joy L. Madamba, our technical specialist, Teacher Susana B. Dumont, our language editor, Sir Jefferson F. Aguinaldo, our content editor, and I am Teacher Catherine S. Galingana, your radio teacher for this hour. Thank you very much and stay tuned for our live discussion.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo, atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
And we are back, dear learners. So you just finished listening to our grade 7 RBI titled Maintain Tools and Equipment. We hope you've learned a lot. And if there are things that bother you about our topic for today, don't you worry, because we will answer and solve all your questions and worries in our live discussion. So please accompany us till the very end. But before we proceed to our main topic, on behalf of the TLE learning area, we would like to thank the following. So, for our script writer, ang kasama natin ngayon, Ma'am Dandit A. Ramos. For our content editor, Sir Jefferson F. Aguinaldo. And our language editors sa ating last, Ma'am Jane Arlene S. Apawan. And for our script, Ma'am Susana B. Dumont. Sa ating voice talents, ang ating radio teacher, Ma'am Catherine S. Galingana. And ang kasama niya pa ay si Ma'am Ryan Neri P. Bakud and Ma'am Joy L. Madamba. So siya rin ang ating radio technician or technical specialist. And also, sa lahat ng bumubuo po ng Quality Assurance Team, muli, maraming salamat po.
Our dear learners, listening and participating in our live discussion here at Usapang TLE will enhance your knowledge, especially to our lesson for today. So let's refresh your mind about our previous lesson titled Use of Nail Care Tools and Equipment with the following questions. Don't forget the hashtag Usapang TLE, your name, your section, number, and the question, and of course, your answer. Ayan, so let's have the review. For number 1, question. Okay, ready, learners? Unahan ito. What is the tool used to push back and loosen the cuticles? Take note. The tools used to push back and loosen the cuticles. A. Callus remover. B. Cuticle nail pusher. C. Cuticle nipper. Or D. Cuticle scissor.
Haba ha. May mga nangunguna dito, Ma'am Dandit.
Ay, alam, meron na agad.
Nauna sa akin, tingnan nyo nga sa screen nyo.
Okay,
I have
so
here
let's
John
see.
Dave Barayuga from my 7 Aguinaldo.
Wow,
Hello! Meron na rin ako
nauna
sa
sila
akin
ngayon.
ha.
Ayan.
So, tingnan ko nga kung tama to ha.
Okay, so tignan mo Ma'am Marilyn, ano
Ang kanyang sagot ay, tingnan nga lang natin kung tama yung 7 Aguinaldo hashtag usapang TLE 1B. Is it correct, Ma'am Dandit? 1B?
1B, the answer is cuticle nail pusher and that is correct.
Yes, wow. Meron na rin akong sa wakas
So,
nakatanggap
sulat
na,
ang kanyang pangalan.
nasaan na yung ating ballpen, Ma'am. Ayan. Okay, so that is number 1. So, congratulations, John Day Barayuga. So, nakakuha na rin yung aking 7 again.
Wow,
Meron pa may mga nagsumagot din. So, sorry, pero siya yung nauna. Of course, nauna yung pinakauna ang ano natin. Mamaya mag-ano tayo, mabubulot tayo kung sino yung anong number yung kukunin natin. Okay, for the second question, which among the following materials is an agent that reduces or prevents the multiplication of microorganisms? I repeat, which among the following materials is an agent that reduces or prevents the multiplication of microorganisms? A. Alcohol. B. Antiseptic solution. C. Assorted colored nail polish. Or D. Benzalconium chloride. Okay, sagutin na. Just also use the hashtag usapang TLE, your section, and of course your the number of the question and your answer, of course. Okay, meron na ba? Sige na, go. You can also call us para mas mabilis. Nandyan yung aking phone number or even my messenger account.
Ready ang number ni Ma'am Marilyn.
Para may makausap naman kami dito. Wow! Meron ako dito.
Ay, bakit nang...
Tingnan nyo nga, Ma'am Malbe, Ma'am ano?
Number 2 na tayo.
Sed Rodriguez. Sabi niya.
Ay, oo.
Tama ba?
Suleiman.
Usapang TLE. Hashtag usapang TLE 7 Sulaiman. The answer of said is 2A. Tama ba kaya yung kanyang sinabi or sinagot? 2A nga ba ang kasagutan ng number 2?
Okay.
Tingnan nga natin.
May makakataon pa ba yung mga iba, Ma'am Marilyn?
Tingnan nga natin. Wala akong nakikita dito na tumugma sa aking kinukuha ay tamang kasagutan. Ano nga ba?
Okay, so may pagkakataon pa yung mga ibang learners para sumagot.
2A daw. 2A.
So, tignan mabuti mga anak kung ano ang
Ano ba
sagot.
ang ating clue dito? Sabi niya dito is reduces or prevents the multiplication of microorganisms. Ano ba yun?
Sino kaya?
Ayun. Ito.
Pareho ba tayo?
Ay, 1B naman, ma'am.
Number 2.
Ito. Ay, meron na talaga.
Malbe, sinong nakikita mo dyan?
Yes,
Ako
ma'am.
si Felerita.
So, yes, si
Ayan.
Felerita.
Ayan.
From
So,
7, Galileo.
2. Ano natin si Fairy Bell. Hello, Fairy Bell. Suki-suki natin siya, no?
Felerita. Okay. So, nakuha niya yung number 2. Ano ang tamang sagot, Ma'am
Ang
Marilyn?
sagot ay ang B, antiseptic solution. Okay. Number 3 na, Ma'am Malbe.
For question number 3, unahan uli ito. Which of these equipment is an electronic gadget used for soaking, bathing, and massaging the feet during a foot spa? A. Foot spa machine. B. Foot spa tool. Ang aga-aga no, nandito pa lang tayo sa review. Letter C. Hand spa machine. And letter D. Manicurist chair.
Ano kaya ang sagot?
Sino kaya ang
Ano? O meron dito na una. Ewan ko. Pia Mona Bumanglag from 7 Galileo. Sabi niyo sa pang TLE. Number 3 is A daw ang sagot. Is it Correct, Ma'am Dandit and Ma'am Malbe, tama
Malbe,
ba?
ano ba ang tamang sagot?
Yes, ma'am. Tumpak na tumpak.
Wow, congratulations. Okay.
So, Galileo again. Okay, habol. Namimiss ko na ang Jacinto, ang Lapu-Lapu at ang Del Pilar. Asan na yung mga...
Hindi ako bokya
taga-sagot
ngayon.
ko, mga anak, asan na yung pag-asa natin?
Hindi
Okay,
ako-
laban. Ayan,
hindi
marami
ako
pa
bokya
tayong mga
ngayon.
question. Naunahan na tayo ng mga Galileo at ng Aguinaldo. Okay? So, congratulations to the winners. Truly, you've learned a lot in our previous lesson, which is use of nail care, tools, and equipment. Before we start our discussion, may I ask you these questions? Okay.
Meron na
Ayan.
naman, meron na
Unahan mo naman
naman.
ito, mga anak. Okay, these are the questions. What will you do with your tools and equipment after using it? Why do you need to do it? Okay, don't forget the hashtag usapang TLE, your grade, and of course, again, your section and your answer. Okay, so that is the question. These are the questions. Malabo yata sa ano natin. Nakikita nyo ba? So, ulitin natin.
Ulitin mo, ma'am.
What will you do with your tools and equipment after using it? Number 2 question is, why do you need to do it? Okay. Sino
Paano ba
kaya?
yan, ma'am? Unang question, and then, or dalawang sagot agad ang sasabihin nila?
Pwedeng
Magkahiwalay ba?
Magkahiwalay.
Magkahiwalay ba? Para dalawa agad yung mananalo? Okay, so,
Pwedeng magkahiwalay. Pwedeng yung una lang ang gusto mong sagutan or gusto mo yung pangalawa. Kung sino ang mauna, di siya ang...
basta ang lalagyan natin is, ang code natin is 1 and 2.
Okay, so dalawa yung question.
So, dalawa yung question kasi sa atin. Okay? So, tingnan natin, no? So, while waiting for the answers for the questions, what will you do with your tools and equipment after using it, and why do you need to do it? So, here are the objectives para sa paghihintay po natin. So, medyo mahaba-haba kasi, oh. Meron ba?
Sagot dito.
Wala akong nakikita sa screen. I-ano ko mamaya. Basta basahin ko muna itong aking mga objectives ngayon. Baka sakaling ma-refresh nila.
Pia mo na.
Explain the importance of checking the condition of tools and equipment. That is the first objective. Second objective, enumerate and explain the correct steps in sanitizing the equipment, metal implements, and jar. And for the third, value the importance of observing safety procedure in using tools and equipment. So, bakit ganun yung ating screen, sir? Di nila nakikita na ngayon yung aning katanungan. So, just have your code, number 1 or number 2. Okay,
Pero
meron tayo dito.
Ay, walang code yung ano.
Meron ako dito kay Mark Alwin Padaong, 7 Sulaiman, usapang TLE. Number 2, sanitize so that we can avoid infection.
Ma'am, meron din si Vin Kafirma. Ito yung nauna kanina bago ka nagbasa ng
Jan Day, pwede mo pang ano yan, anong number yung sinasagot mo, anak? Sige.
Pakilagyan ninyo ng number kasi yun ang ano natin. Kung ano yung sinasagot
Okay, tama yung sinabi ni Mark Alwin. So, sabi niya, of course, why do you need to do it? Yung kanilang pagsasanitize kanina ay, ano na, sabi mo, question natin kanina, what will you do with your tools and equipment after using it? So, pagkatapos natin gamitin, ang sabi ni Alwin ay, sanitize so that we can avoid infections. Of course, that is true.
Section is Sulaiman.
Sa 7 Sulaiman siya. And then,
anak ni Ma'am Rosalie.
Sabi din ni John Dave, inano niya, number 2 din pala yung kanyang sinasagot. Let's clean and sanitize so that we can avoid accidents and infections. Tama naman din. Yan. Pareha sila, pero...
Yan. Sino pa? Sanitize. So, pareho na.
Ayaw pa
medyo,
ba ng presentation natin, ma'am?
Medyo pasensya na lang po natin yung ating kasi merong technical problem siguro.
Kaya nga, anong nangyari, Sir Denny, sa ating presentation?
Okay, sabi naman ni Pia, dalawa yung kanyang sagot dito. Number 1, clean and sanitized it. And then number 2, so that we can avoid infection. So, dalawa agad yung kanyang sagot, ma'am. So, ano to? Isa na siya.
Okay, Pia.
So, Pia.
And?
Pia muna bumanglag. So, dalawa yung sagot niya. Sinagutan niya yung number 1, clean and, nasan na? Clean and sanitized it, of course. Number 2, so that we can avoid infection. So, is it true? That's true. Very, very true, no?
So, Pia muna is from Galileo.
From Galileo. Wow, nag-ano niya talaga
magumami. Si Mona.
Okay.
So paumanhin mga viewers, kung medyo may problema tayo dun sa presentation.
Okay, nagkakaroon kasi tayo dito na technical difficulty. Ayan na.
Okay, ayan. Okay na.
Okay, so congratulations to all the winners. So marami pa tayong mga tanong mamaya, antabay lang kayo.
Yes.
Okay, so today we will discuss your Beauty Care 7 Quarter 2 Week 2 titled Maintain Tools and Equipment. Okay, let's start with the definition of sanitation. Okay, ma'am, sa ating presentation.
Ayan, naka-ready na.
Sanitation is the application of measures to promote public health and prevent the spread of infectious diseases. So, napapanahon ito. So, it simply means you need to clean first by removing all visible debris and then you will wash it. How about sterilization, Ma'am Dandy?
Yan.
Bumalik
So,
ulit.
after sanitation, punta naman tayo sa sterilization. So, sterilization is the process of destroying all living microorganisms. Okay, take note. It is the process of destroying all living microorganisms. And giving nail care services like manicure and pedicure require the use of appropriate tools, materials, and equipment. Okay, so mas higher ang sterilization kaysa sa sanitation kasi dito we are going to destroy all the living microorganisms. So what will you do before using tools in the salon, Ma'am Marilyn?
Okay, ma'am. So, if you are in the salon, if you are the beauticians, I will check first the condition of tools and equipment, and then I will sanitize and sterilize all the necessary items. Okay, so yun kasi yung mga talagang tools natin eh. Then, for cutting tools like nail cutter and nipper, I will test if they are sharp. Matalim ba sila? O baka mamaya meron na silang mga crash, mga kalakalawang. So, I will inspect also if the tools are clean and safe to use. Okay? So, that is also necessary. Sabi nga nung sa comment kanina, para to prevent infection and avoid infection. So, I will inspect also if the tools are clean and safe to use. And why is it important to check the condition of tools and equipment before using them, Ma'am Albe?
Yes, ang gandang tanong, ma'am. So, it is important to check the condition of tools and equipment before using them to determine what needs to be done, like cleaning, conditioning, and sanitizing. So, ginagawa natin to ensure quality performance and clients' satisfaction and safety. Ma'am Dandit, what is the difference of sanitation and sterilization?
Ayan. So, we need to know the difference between the two. The sanitation and sterilization. Okay. So, sanitation is the process of destroying some, but not all microorganisms, while sterilization is the process of destroying all living microorganisms. So, sterilization and sanitation techniques which are being practiced in the beauty salon involve the use of physical agents like heat, radiation, and chemical agents like antiseptics and vapor fumigants. Okay, so in here, example of Sanitation is the use of alcohol and soap. Ayan. For the sterilization, the use of hot water. And of course, pwede rin natin gamitin yung heat of the sun. Diba? So, traditional yung mga yon na ginagamit.
After cleaning, ma'am.
Yes, after cleaning. Huwag kayo mag-sterilize na hindi pa nalilinisan. You need to
that is the
clean it
purpose.
first before sterilization. Yun ang tatandaan. Another example is feeding bottles. Diba? Sa mga babies, traditional is the use of hot water.
Boiling water.
Yes, the use of boiling water. But nowadays, we are using already the
Bottle sterilizer. Meron ng because of the technology.
Yes. Okay, so this time, dear learners, how will you differentiate disinfectant from antiseptic? So kayo ang sasagot ngayon, hindi na si Ma'am Marlene, hindi si Ma'am Albe, hindi ako. Okay. So how would you differentiate disinfectant with that of the antiseptic? Okay? Comment your answer in the comment box and don't forget again the hashtag Usapang TLE, your grade and section, and of course your answer. Ayan, unahan. Sana naman hasinto na ngayon ang mauna.
Okay, ano ba yung tanong natin ulit?
Tanong natin, ma'am.
Ano ang pagkakaiba ng
disinfectant
sa antiseptic?
I'm sure alam ng mga estudyante natin, ma'am. Way back dun sa ating Cookery 7.
Yes.
Parang nauulit na lang natin. So, hinihintay lang natin ang kanilang mga kasagutan.
Yes.
Pwede rin siguro, ma'am, magsabi sila ng example. Pwede ba yun?
Yes, pwede.
Oo.
Pwede magbigay na kayo ng sample ng disinfectant and pwede kayo magbigay ng example ng antiseptic.
Para masabi lang kung ano yung pagkakaiba,
Yes.
no?
Okay.
Ayan na, mamaya meron na nagsasabi ng ano, may
Unahan na naman.
Unahan na naman.
Unahan na yan.
Ay, wala pa akong nakikita. Meron na ba kayo nakikita? So, they are still watching
Searching.
and
Ako.
thinking. Yan, nag-iisip pa lang sila, ma'am, kung anong sasagot nila.
Ano
Okay
bang
lang
mga
ang
yun?
examples, okay lang din daw ang phrase.
Oo.
Pwede mga anak.
Words.
Yes,
Okay,
word.
so,
Phrases. Examples. Okay, di ba? So, pwedeng kung ano ang pwedeng pagkakaiba ng disinfectant sa antiseptic.
Yan, so wala pa.
Okay.
Parang tahimik sila ngayon, ma'am.
Yan,
Maribel.
ano kaya yun? Naku, hindi pa nila siguro na ano si paring Google.
Yan.
Ako mamaya nandiyan na nagawa na si paring Google dyan.
Papatulong pa lang sila.
Okay, may I call a friend, parang ganun sana. Hello, paring Google.
Yes. At kaya maganda rin, ma'am, na i-prepare din nila ang kanilang learning activity sheets. Kasi doon pa lang makikita na nila ang mga kasagutan sa ating mga
At saka kung nakinig sila sa RBI, ma'am,
Yes, of
nandun
course.
naman. No?
And then parang paulit-ulit na rin ito.
Ano, ma'am, uunahan ko na ba sila?
Okay, so
Hintayin natin, no?
tingnan natin mamaya.
Hintayin
Wala
natin
pa.
saglit lang. Shout out sa ating 20 million viewers. Ang dami
Yes,
na.
3 million na tayo doon, ma'am. 3 million na tayo doon.
Hello, nasaan na kayo? Ayan na. Meron na ako. Sabi ni
Wala pa
John
akong
D.
nakita.
Sabi ni John Dave, magano ka dito.
Wow, bakit John Dave
Wow.
nakakangano?
Kumaka na si John Dave ngayon ha. Kasi meron akong sinabi sa kanila kanina.
Tinatas niyang bandila ng ano.
Yes. Taas niya yung bandila ng Aguinaldo.
Aguinaldo.
Sabi, hashtag usapang TLE, adding to the confusion, antiseptics are sometimes called skin disinfectants, but there's a big difference between antiseptic and disinfectant. Ano nga yun, kuya? Ano yung
Secret
ano
pa
yun?
yan, ma'am.
No,
Secret.
no.
Intro niya pa lang yan.
Oo.
Ma'am,
Ano nga yung pagkakaiba nila ng antiseptic at saka disinfectant?
Yes, so
Ano yun?
Ano ang pagkakaiba ng disinfectant with that of the antiseptic? Okay?
Basahin mo nga rin yung
Sige.
kay Felerita,
Ba't
ma'am.
wala akong makita sa inyo?
Wala rin akong
Ay,
nakikita.
Ikaw nga yung
Oh, okay, sabi naman ni Felerita, antiseptic prevents the growth of disease-causing microorganisms, while disinfectant is a chemical liquid that destroys bacteria. Is it true, Ma'am Gandit, Ma'am Malbe?
Ma'am Malbe.
Okay, ma'am,
Tama
malalaman
ba?
natin yan. I-reveal na natin.
Nire-reveal ba? O, meron pang isa dito kung gusto nyo.
Meron pa.
Seven Sulaiman, antiseptic destroys microbes or inhibit their growth, while disinfectant only destroys microbes. They both destroys The growth of microbes and yung isa ay destroys microbes, sabi niya.
Kaya naman pala ang tagal nilang sumagot, ma'am.
Pagkahaba-haba kasi.
Pinaghandaan.
Pwede mong kunin tignan natin, pakinggan natin, Felerita and, sino na yung sinabi ko kanina?
Ikaw lang nakakita, ma'am.
Wala sa amin, Ma'am Marilyn, hindi nagpapakita.
Si Mark ba yun? Oo, si Mark ba yun kanina? Hindi, si Mark. Yung pangalawa kay Felerita.
Ay, Mark Padao.
Oo, yun yung sumunod.
Wow, Panishen yan. Tinatayo naman niyang bandila ng taga-Panishen.
May
Di
representative
ba naman
ka pa
Panishen
naman
din
sa
si,
barangay.
si Barayuga? Panishen ba? Villapugo?
Villapugo si,
Ay,
si
naku.
Grande. Ayan, nangunguna pala yung mga taga
Banlasiw Taaw?
Banlasiw.
Kailangan kasi nila ng
Banlasiw
disinfectant tsaka doon pag yung nagbabalasiw sila.
Okay, reveal na natin, ma'am.
Pakinggan natin kung sino sa inyo ang pwede makuha ang kanyang kasagutan.
So, disinfectant is a substance used to control microorganisms on non-living surfaces such as tools, equipment, furniture, and fixture. So, yan ang ating disinfectant. How about yung ating antiseptic, ma'am, sa ating next slide, Ma'am Dandit?
Okay, sige. Ayan naman ang antiseptic.
Okay, antiseptic is an agent that prevents the multiplication of microorganisms since it is milder than a disinfectant and it can be used directly on the skin. Kung examples ang binigay nyo kanina sa antiseptic, meron tayo dyang hand sanitizer or alcohol. Sa atin naman, disinfectant, ito na yung in-spray natin na chemical. So, milder yung antiseptic natin. Pwede sa living things. Sa'yo, or sa iba pang living things. Pero yung ating disinfectant is for tools, para rin sa tables and chairs.
Ayan, so pwedeng ang i-declare nating winner dito ay?
Sino, ma'am? Si Ma'am Marlene.
Kahit silang tatlo.
Sino?
Nabasa ko yung microbes, di ba? Antiseptic destroys microbes or inhibit the growth while disinfectant only destroys
Ang pangatlo, ma'am?
Sed.
Si Sed. Anong section?
Sulaiman. Wow, Sulaiman ako.
Sed.
Parehas pala silang Sulaiman. Si Mark Alvin Padaong at saka si Sed Rodriguez at saka si Felerita Galileo.
Kaya syempre, papayag ang mga nasa BEP na matatalo sila ng SS.
Wow, John Dave, John Dave.
Yes, so-
Kailan naman sa bagay na kailan na si John Dave. So, go lang anak. 7 na ginolo.
Hindi pala.
Hindi na nalagyan na kasi bitin. Kanina yung sinabi ni John
So,
Dave.
don't you worry. Marami
pa.
questions, mga anak.
Yes, so syempre, hindi lang ang mga grade 7 natin ang pwedeng sumali. So habang gumagawa ng module, pwede rin sumali ang grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10. Pwede rin yung sa ibang school. So shout out kung meron mang nanonood.
Parang wala yata ako
Pwede
nakita
kayo
ngayon.
sumali, mga anak. You
Yes.
are,
So proceed na tayo. So how should you prepare equipment to be sanitized, Ma'am Dandit?
Yan. So, we are now on the preparation of equipment to be sanitized. So, for number 1, 3 directions on disinfectant. Okay, take note. Napakahalaga ito. Basahin muna yung direction bago tayo magsimula. Ha? Hindi yung basta ka na lang gumagawa nagdi-disinfect ka na hindi mo binabasa kung paano yung gagawin mo. So, you need to read the direction. For number 2, measure and mix disinfectant as directed. Of course, doon sa direction, nakalagay doon kung ilan yung sukat ng ng disinfectant na imimix mo. Ha? Para sa ganon ay tama yung amount na gagamitin mo as disinfectant. Sa label yon. And then for number 3, saturate a cleaning cloth with disinfectant solution and wipe entire surface area of the equipment. Hindi naman pwedeng nakamix ka na, yung kamay mo ang gagamitin mo. So you need to use, of course, cleaning cloth with the disinfectant solution. Saka mo siya i-wipe dun sa surface ng mga equipment natin. Okay? And then, what else, Mama Marilyn?
Yes, ma'am. So, fourth is you have to wipe the surface with paper towel to dry it. So, bakit paper towel? So, pwede naman siyang yung mga clean towels or clean clothes. Basta ma-dry niya yung mga surfaces. Huwag lang nating hayaang namamasa-masa or yung table natin or yung
May moist.
So another is dispose of sanitizing solution and use towel. Of course, if you make a solution, sanitizing solution, so hindi mo na pwedeng gamitin yun, ma'am, na ito gagawa ko ng marami para bukas gagamitin ko ulit, no? So pwede ring mag-expire yung mga mag-evaporate rather yung mga pwede mong ilalagay na chemicals doon, and then hindi na rin siya magiging effective, no? So kung ano lang yung gagamitin mo that time or that day, yun lang ang pwede mong gawin, no? And then of course, the used towels, wag mo nang labhan. Kasi sa atin kung minsan Pilipino kasi tayo,
Yes, ma'am. Matipid.
Kung pwede pa natin gamitin, why not na labhan? Pero because meron na siyang itong sanitizing solution, kinakailangan na natin i-dispose.
Yes, especially kapag ang ginamit, ma'am, is paper towel.
Yes.
So, pwede na i-dispose. Huwag lang sayang, ano? Okay, so that's right, Ma'am Marilyn. Can you enumerate the steps in preparation of metal implements for sterilization, Ma'am Malve?
Yes, ma'am. So, in the preparation of metal implements for sterilization, here are the steps to follow. So, number 1, soak the tools or implements in hot soapy water solution to remove any debris and oil residue. So, you will rinse them or you will rinse it thoroughly. So, yun yung ginawa mo na, yung sinabi ni ma'am kanina, gumawa ka na ng solution. Okay, next, place the tools or implements in a 70% to 90% cleaning alcohol solution for 20 minutes. Baka maybe our learners are wondering kasi ang available lang lagi sa market natin is the 70%
and 40.
70% and 40 sa ating alcohol kasi that is intended for our consumption para sa ating mga living things, para sa human. So, pwede mo rin gamitin yung 70 at pwede rin yung ating 90. So, malakas na ito na chemicals. Next, remove the tools or implements from solution, then wipe them dry and place them into a dry sterilizer. So, you will use again towel. So, in the solution, which is about 70% to 90%, yan yung pwede nyong gamitin. Hindi na pwedeng bababa dyan, ha? If you are going to get the difference of 90% alcohol solution, what of that 70%, how many percent is the difference, ma'am? Marilyn?
Okay, so dyan tayo magaling, ma'am.
Yes.
Mathematician.
Mathematician to. Okay, so to get the difference of the 90% alcohol solution with that of 70% alcohol solution, parang nahirapan ako dito, ma'am. Parang binawi ko yata yung sinabi ko. So, ano bang gagamitin natin? Alam ko na, that is subtraction. So, you just simply write 90% minus or less 70% and it is equals to 20%. Okay, now what are the steps in preparation of sanitizing jar, ma'am? Anyway, ma'am Malben, sagot ko ba yung katanungan mo?
Yes, ma'am. So, ang laki pala ng difference niya, no? Yung 70% pwede na natin gamitin sa kamay. Yung 90 is...
Ay,
medyo hard na, no?
So, maapektuhan na yung skin natin kasi magdadry na siya kapag 90% yung gagawin.
Yes.
Kaya intended lang sa tools and equipment yun. Okay? So, let's proceed to the preparation of sanitizing jar. So, for number 1, cleanse sanitizing jar with disinfectant and wipe it dry. Of course, so gagamitin natin yung sanitizing jar. So, kailangan muna nating linisan din muna ito. Okay? Take note. Kailangan linisan muna natin ito with disinfectant and then i-wipe siya para ma-dry. For number 2, place thin layers of sterile cotton at the bottom of the jar. Ayan. So, lalagyan natin ng sterilized cotton dun sa baba, sa bottom part ng jar natin. And then for number 3, remove implements from wet or dry sanitizer and place them into the jar. handles up except for metal nail files. Dahil na-ready na natin yung ating sanitizing jar, nalagyan na natin ng sterile
Cotton.
cotton, so pwede na natin ilagay yung mga implements, but except for metal nail file, wag nyong ilalagay dun sa sanitizing jar natin. And then for number 4, fill jar with 70 to 90% alcohol solution to cover cutting edges and tips of orange wood stick. So nilagay na natin yung mga implements, saka natin lalagyan ito ng alcohol. So take note, 70 to 90% solution ang gagamitin natin alcohol. Yes, Ma'am Albe?
That's right, Ma'am Dandit. So keep in mind that tools and equipment should not be used unless effectively sanitized or sterilized to prevent possible diseases, and that all materials are neatly organized on the trolley. So all beauticians should maintain a high standard of personal hygiene. Napaka-importante niyan sa panahon ngayon.
Tama.
Yan lang ang panlaban natin talaga. Cleanliness.
Yes.
Pag malinis tayo, malalayo tayo sa mga diseases.
Tama, malinis at maingat.
Oh, at hindi ibang tao maglilinis sa'yo.
Yes.
Ikaw mismo. Kaya nga personal.
Tama. So wherever possible, use disposable products. So yan ang karaniwan na sinasabi ngayon, para yung nagamit na natin, i-dispose na natin. But dispose it properly. So how about the things to be done after every working session, Ma'am Dandit?
Okay, so take note, nasa salon tayo ngayon na. So after every working session, the following should be done. Okay, so for number 1, in addition, Ma'am Malbe pala, make sure that the client's safety and comfort are ensured by using tools and equipment that are in good condition, and that they are provided with appropriate personal protective clothing and proper way of doing the task. So ito na yung number 1 natin. Tools which are made of plastic should be kept clean and sanitized properly in preparation for the next patron. So after na magamit natin yung mga tools natin na gawa sa plastic, kailangan i-sanitize natin para maging safe yung susunod na patron natin or client natin. So yun ang tatandaan natin, ha, dapat maging safe yung susunod na gagamit. So we need to clean or sanitize the tools. For number 2, empty bottles and containers are discarded in a covered trash bin. Okay, so pag wala nang laman yung mga bottles and container, we need to place them on a covered trash bin. Hindi pwede yung walang takip yung trash bin natin. Okay? For number 3, use treatment products and other chemicals are stored, arranged, and properly labeled in the cabinet. So napakahalaga yan. Dapat nakalagay sila sa cabinet.
And may label. Ano
yes, napaka-importante ng label. Kasi kung may label yon, makukuha mo agad
Hirap na kasi walang label ngayon, ma.
Yes, dapat naka-label.
Dapat may label.
Yes.
Di ba, Sir Dianis? May label.
Okay, para mas madali ding kunin kung ano talaga yung kailangan mo, di ba? Hindi ka na maghahanap ng napakatagal. And then, for number 4, finger bowls must be sanitized before use of every client. Okay? So take note, may finger bowl tayong ginagamit sa manicure. Okay? Yung pinaglalagyan ng kamay. So, dapat masanitize din yon bago ipagamit sa susunod na client. Okay? Any more, Ma'am Marilyn?
We have also the 5th, the hand and foot spa machines must be flushed with a solution of about 5% bleach and circulate the liquid through the system for at least 10 minutes. So, take note, my dear learners, that bleach are yung mga examples natin, like ginagamit na paglalaba, like the Zonrox, etc. No? To, of course, to sanitize the machine to prevent the spread of microorganisms. No? Number 6, leave the solution in the hand and foot spa machines overnight or at least 5 to 10 hours before draining the machine so that they are thoroughly sanitized. Okay, take note, overnight or 5 to 10 hours na nakababad, ano, yung solution natin. Another is tabletops and doors, handles are wiped with disinfectant and the floor should be mopped with disinfectant as well. So parang ginagawa lang natin lalong-lalo na nung naka-lockdown tayo, no? So lahat dinidisinfect natin, pinupunasan natin lahat na mahawakan natin kung pwede lalagyan natin ng pupunasan natin yan ng disinfectant, no? And then number 8, metal tools and instruments must be sterilized following proper sterilization techniques. And ano ba itong mga techniques na to? Nasabi kanina. Though, boiling technique, meron yung from the heat of the sun, meron din tayong ginagamit na the radiation using the sterilizer. No? So, meron kasi ako nakita once na napunta ako sa isang salon, pero may nakita ko even sa sa dental clinic meron silang sterilizer, no? O ba naman yung lologyan ng ganun sa ngipin mo tapos hindi na sterilize yung mga ginagamit, ano? Yun yung dapat na gamitin, okay? What else, Ma'am Malbe?
Yes, ma'am. So, meron pa. Kakayanin natin to hanggang sa oras natin. Okay, for number 9, tools or implements which are made of porous materials such as nail files, buffers, nail brushes, and orange sticks can harbor bacteria easily. Ulitin ko, nasa high-end salon tayo. Since they are wood products which cannot be sterilized, these tools should not be reused. Pero yung mga ginagamit natin sa bahay, clean lang natin itong mabuti dahil nandun lang naman sa ating mga tahanan, pwede natin tong i-reuse. Number 10, waste materials should be disposed properly in an enclosed waste bin fitted with polythene bag. Remember to wear protective gloves while doing this. So, lahat ng activity natin in TLE, even in other learning areas, pag meron tayong ginagawang, lalo na sa ating mga performances, gumagamit tayo dyan ng PPE or yung ating protective equipment, personal protective equipment. And for number 11, contaminated waste should be disposed of as recommended by local authorities. So usually ang ating mga salon dyan, meron tayong ginagamit na sharps or clinical waste bin. Tapos meron ng plastic sa loob. Yung iba pa nga, inuulit siyang
dino-double bag.
Dino-double yung ating plastic. Next, any tool or equipment in poor condition must be repaired immediately. Pag may sira, gawin kaagad. Or dispose properly so as not to pose danger to the clients as well as beauticians. So, pwedeng gawin kaagad or i-dispose na.
Pag hindi na magawa yun, ma'am.
Yes,
tsaka wala na talaga. Oo.
Pag wala nang paraan,
wag mo nang itago.
Ha?
Wag mo nang itago.
Yes, you are right, Ma'am Malben, Ma'am Marilyn. Contaminated waste should be disposed properly and tools or equipment that are defective must be repaired or disposed so that it will not cause danger on the part of the clients and beauticians. So, sabi nga ni Ma'am Malbe kanina, this is also true to other major in PLE like cookery, automotive, EIM, and EPAS. And kasama din pala dyan ang dressmaking namin.
Yes.
Hindi ko makalimutan. And even in our, in other subjects such as science and MAPE. Ayan. So, another question, why is it important to observe safety procedure in using tools and equipment, Ma'am Marilyn?
Ay, naku, ma'am. Ba't mo natatanong? May talagang kinakailangan in order to ensure the safety and comfort of your client or our client. We need to observe safety procedures in using tools and equipment. How? By ensuring the tools and equipment if it is in good condition. There will be no problem in using them and that client is also provided with the appropriate personal protective clothing. You should also be aware of the do's and don'ts. Okay, do's and don'ts in using tools and equipment to avoid accident, of course. So there will be quality output, other properties will be protected. Okay? So, hindi lang other siguro. So, kung marunong kang gumamit, lahat siguro na. Hindi lang other properties. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. So, natapos na naman ang ating lesson. So, dumako na tayo sa ating question and answer portion ng mga nag-aabang
Wait na naman. Andyan na naman yung mga abangers.
I hope our learners understood our lesson for today. So, for the question and answer, syempre, gamitin na naman natin ang ating mechanics sa pagsagot. Don't forget to use hashtag Usapang TLE and your grade and section. At syempre, yung number. Kasi sunod-sunod, minsan di na natin alam kung anong number.
Sinasagutan ninyo.
Pwede nyo rin i-text yung number na nandyan ba, ma'am? Mamaya, i-flash uli natin mamaya. Nandyan din.
Okay, so let's proceed with the question and answer. Answer naman na yung una ko. Questions and answer portion. So, ayan, naka-flash na sa ating screen na yung hashtag. And then, nandyan na rin yung number na pwede nating i-text or tawagan para sa sagot natin. Okay, for the first question, it is the process of destroying all living microorganisms. A. Disinfect. B. Sanitation. C. Sanitization. Or D. Sterilization. Your clue is destroying all living microorganisms. The process
sunod-sunod na naman, ma'am.
Meron na rin ako dito.
So, naka-ready na sila dati pa.
So, I have here, nauna sa akin si Felerita, but wala siyang sagot. Number 1 lang yung...
Yes. Nakalimutan mo yung sagot mo.
Sumunod naman si Sed Rodriguez. Sabi niya, usapang TLE, 7 Sulaiman, 1D. Tama ba? 1D? So, the answer is?
Number 1 is sterilization. Take note, destroying all microorganisms is the use of sterilization.
Okay, plus 1 ulit si Sed Rodriguez. Letter D. Yan. Ayan na yan. Ano? Wow, ang dami nating participants ha. Okay, so, oops, sabi ni... Okay, now for the question number 2. This is an agent that prevents the multiplication of microorganisms. Take note, prevents the multiplication of microorganisms. A. Antiseptic. B. Disinfectant. C. Sanitation. And D. Sterilization. Go, go, go!
Wala na yata kaming pag-asa talaga. Lapu-lapu asinto.
Ang sabi dito.
Meron na silang sagot agad-agad.
Felerita, sabi niya 2B daw ang sagot niya, but sorry, try again. And may sumunod. Sumunod, yes. From 7 Aguinaldo, yes. Okay. 2A ang sagot niya. Tama ba yun?
And the correct
answer is, ano ba? Letter A. Wow, congratulations again, John Day Barayuga.
Okay, so pangalawa na rin ito ni John Day.
Wow, congratulations. Ayan, ang galing-galing nila. Okay, for number 3.
Yes, nakakatuwa ng mga pag-estudyante mo talaga. Wala man lang naliligaw dyan.
Marami, pero hindi na, siyempre yung nauna yung ating first.
Okay, for number 3.
Tama lahat yung mga sinabi ng mga ito. I-screenshot nyo anak itong mga sagot ninyo para i-send ninyo sa inyong mga teachers. At least you have participated the...
Yes, for extra merits.
Okay,
Sa
yes.
mga subject teacher.
Okay, for number 3.
Yes, for number 3. Ito, medyo matagal siguro silang mag-type nito. Why is it important to observe safety procedure in using tools and equipment?
Pero, take note, Ma'am Malve, kung nakinig sila kanina sa live discussion natin, agad-agad nilang makukuha ang tamang sagot.
Okay, pwede ang phrase.
Pero pag ginagawa nila ito, no, kaya din nilang sabihin through their experience, ano?
So, kasi yan ang ating best teacher.
Yes. Why is it important to observe safety procedure in using tools and equipment? So, hindi lang sa salon natin yung ginagawa, but of course, our lesson is lahat ng mga ginagamit natin, no? We are waiting for your answers. Kahit simple phrase lang na, nandun talaga yung ano niya, tumpak na kasagutan. No, bakit? Bakit importante? Sabi dito.
Meron na naman.
Ang sabi
Meron
dito,
na agad.
Pia Mona Bumanglag from 7 Galileo, sabi niya, so that we can avoid accidents and infections. Sumunod naman si John Dave, sabi niya,
Medyo mahaba-haba, ma'am.
Pinag-isipan talaga, no?
to avoid injuries, knowing the uses of nail care tools and equipment. Important to avoid injuries also. Avoid injuries in a way that ang haba. Okay, ang
Nilabanan niya
haba.
yung
Okay,
seven.
pero ang nauna,
I see.
si Pia Worsbach.
Pia Mona. From Galileo.
Parang Galileo. Parang meron na siya kanina.
Nakadalawa na pala siya dati.
Mag-plus
So,
1 ka na.
pangatlo na siya.
Okay, ang galing-galing.
Tayo, hindi nawawala ang Galileo.
Thank you sa mga Galileo and mga other sections, ano? So para sa inyo 'to mga
You're
anak.
all invited mga anak, walang pinipili usapang TL.
Lahat ng mga nandito tama yung mga kasagutan, pero yung nauna kasi yung kinuha natin, okay? So gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, screenshot ninyo yung mga yan, isend nyo sa mga TLE teachers ninyo and then for additional points.
Okay. So ready na tayo to summarize our lesson. This afternoon, we discussed the importance of checking the condition of tools and equipment before using them to determine what needs to be done, like cleaning, conditioning, and sanitizing to ensure quality performance and client satisfaction and safety. We discussed also the correct steps in the preparation of equipment to be sanitized, preparation of metal implements for sterilization, and the preparation of sanitizing jar. And in addition, we discussed the things to be done after every working session in a salon. And lastly, we discussed the importance of observing safety procedure of using tools and equipment.
Okay, dear learners, don't forget to answer your reflections on page 4 of your learning activity sheets in a clean sheet of paper. So this is the question, why do you need to know the condition of tools and equipment before using? Will the lesson help you in your daily lives? How?
Ayan. So, huwag niyo kakalimutan mga anak na sagutan yan ha. Napaka-importante yan. Dapat yung masagutan kasama ang inyong mga validating questions and
also sa ating ang tanong.
Oo, yan
yes,
ang
yung
tanong.
Ang tanong natin ha. Sagutan ninyo yung naka-post doon na tanong.
So bukas ang tabayanan ninyo yung ang tanong na iano namin o kung meron na kayo ngayon, pwede nang sagutin. Yun ang ipasa ninyo rin sa amin for your participation also to our live discussion and of course for your attendance.
Yes, para madaling ma-check, mention your
yes, of course, mention your TLE teachers.
Para mas madali nating makita kapag mention nila tayo. And then, reminder din pala, for next week, may RBI pa rin tayo ng grade 7, ICT 7 naman. Hindi na beauty care mga anak, ICT. So, yung ICT para sa mga science classes, pero kagaya ng mga science classes, pwede kayong maki-join.
Yes,
diba?
maki-join din kayo sa kanila.
You're free. Para matuto kayo. Kung ano yung pinag-aaralan nyo na taga-BEP, natututo yung mga science class na nakikisali doon. Ganon din sa science class. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So, thank you so much na nakasama natin dito sa ating booth, sa ating production coordinator, Sir Jassel Rason M. Guillermo. And sa ating executive producer, Sir Dennis U. Mendoza. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye-bye everybody. Stay safe.
TLE, Technology and Livelihood Education. TLE, learning area, automotive servicing, beauty care, electronics product assembly and servicing, cookery, electrical installation and maintenance, dressmaking, computer system servicing, mga leksyong pangkabuhayan, edukasyong, teknolohikal, mapapakinggan. Dito lang yan sa 106.3 Dance Radio, TLE. Learn and earn. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan. Ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
For something big. Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR FM.